Hello and welcome to I Am Legion Stand Survivors. And as you may have guessed already by the game title, this is a survivors game, but it does have a lot of really cool additional things that you have to take into account. And this also merges a couple of auto-battler mechanics. You are going to be moving around yourself in the game world. You are going to be selecting your own upgrades and things like that, but it also kind of borrows a lot from RPGs too. So I think the best way to show you is to literally just go into the game. However, one thing I just got to say, there is a link in the description if you want to check it out, and I also just have to show you the meta progression system already, as you can see right here. I actually haven't really unlocked a huge amount yet because I've still kind of been learning how to play the game, and from what I've already seen, I actually really like the upgrade system. I think the upgrade system is very impactful for the most part. I am not so much of a big fan of small increments of percentages and everything, like 2%, 2% crit rate here and there. I don't really care too much about that, but I really like everything else because everything like this is like, big and chunky, It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get 15% additional pickup range. That's really good, and if you can upgrade this to the entire, to the maximum, you're going to be getting a pretty significant benefit. Whereas, the crit rate thing, that's just 10%, which is a little bit, low. But obviously this is just the playtest. This is just the demo. So, you should check it out. There is a demo available. You could play it right now. And we're going to be going for some more health regen. I think health regen is going to be super useful for us. And yeah, bear in mind, as you can see at the top here, these are my upgrade points. Each upgrade takes 2 of these things. And you can exchange these little gems for these leaves. I don't actually know what they're technically called. So technically I can now do this. So you can see here, I can now gain additional upgrades by exchanging these. And the rate of exchange does increase, as you can see, over time. In other words, you're going to have 14 gems for one of these instead of 10. So it is going to get more difficult as time goes on to upgrade. But that's okay, because you're actually going to be getting more powerful as time goes on too. I'm going to go for more pickup range. Whoa, 40% is the next level. That's crazy good. Wow. I can't do that. Okay, I'm going to need more. I think I need more points to be able to do that. Oh, oh no, it requires defense level 5. Where is defense level 5 actually? Where is that? I actually have no idea. These are just armor enhancements and things like that, but I'm going to assume that it's somewhere. I don't know, but yeah, anyway. There are chests in the game as well, and the chests in question are indeed going to be making things very, very interesting. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get in, and, sorry, I just wanted to look at all that. And so we do have a number of different characters. Obviously, we don't currently have access to any of these characters, unfortunately. You have Vampire Zephyr, Fortune Cat, Goddess of the Moon, Swordsman, and Muscle Man. And Muscle Man is the only one we have available at the moment, which is absolutely fine. He's actually pretty good. He's fine. He does the business of whatever we need to do. And there are 3 different biomes. And this is very much kind of like a roguelike experience too. So it's kind of like a survivor roguelike RPG with a sort of auto-battler mechanics sort of thing, even though I am moving around at the same time. Oh, and I now have the ability to select difficulty 2 or challenge 2. I am not going to do that because I want to show you just generally kind of like a somewhat advanced run. And we're just going to go in here. All right, so first of all, I just want to show you something in the settings. I know. I don't really want to keep you from the gameplay, but you can skip ahead if this bothers you. Okay, so as you can see right here, you have stand visibility. This is an extremely important setting. That's the reason why I wanted to show you this, because initially this is set at 100%. And I'm going to show you initially why having a setting like this is actually one of the most important and amazing quality of life features that the developers have added to the game. You'll see exactly why in just a moment. So you see here, you see this little knight that is by the side of me right here? He is literally your main defender and your main method of attack. You are not attacking. You do not have the ability to attack. Your whole thing is recruiting additional people with souls. You gain souls by interacting with various altars around the level. Like, for example, this green altar over here, I'm going to be able to interact with this in just a second. But now you may be asking yourself, well, why is it important that we can see or not see these people? Well, you see every single one of the points of this kind of like magic circle on the floor here. You see each one of these points. That is where an individual unit is going to be stationed in the gameplay itself. And things are going to get very intense. And that is just something that I wanted you to know, because that means, as you might expect, there's going to be so much on the screen. You do not want to be getting your middle person hit. And the funny thing is, everyone else you have, they're all immune to damage. So you're not going to have any issues whatsoever with them. However, everyone else is going to be immune. So that's it. So the middle guy is going to take damage, but no one else. So that's the reason why having a slight opacity to them is extremely important, because as you can see right here, they're dashing around, they're attacking, they're all over the place. I can't really see who's who, in a, sort of, shall we say, at a glance. I can't see who's who. So I kind of have to be a little bit more discerning about how I have set things up. Now, obviously, if you want to see, the absolute amazement that is indeed your people attacking and everything, then obviously you can just leave it. You can just leave them to do whatever they want to do. However, it is extremely important not to get your person hit. Dodging is one of the, big things here. Going to buy a shield bearer and a soldier. And now you may be wondering, okay, where does the auto battler stuff come in? Where does the auto battler mechanic come in? Well, each one of these, as you might expect, if you've played an auto battler before, or auto chess, or any of these things, then you're basically going to have the ability to merge the same quality unit together. And so if you merge, for example, two 1-star infantry, they're going to become 2-star infantry, and so on and so forth. And then you also have the ability to combo those with another character. So for example, as you see here, there is a rocket soldier. I'm going to need a rank 2 fire elemental and a rank 2 soldier to be able to make a rocket soldier. And then I'm going to need, I don't know what to make this. I don't know what this is, but it's something that you have to kind of discover. And one of the very, very cool things about this combination system is that you can mark a specific target for combination, right? So basically what you want to do is it's called synthesis in this game. So once enabled, it will specially highlight the missing stands, i.e. the units, for the synthesis target in the summoning list. So if I wanted to, I could enable this, and then I could, look out. It would, the game would basically mark these things, and then it would basically be like, oh yeah, this is what you need for this synthesis thing that you wanted to get. So it just takes all the guesswork and all the memory out of, having to think about what you need to do and so on and so forth to be able to get that particular unit that you eventually want to go for. By the way, every single unit has a completely different ability as well, by the way. So for example, the blacksmith has the ability to gain 2 ore every single 20 seconds. Obviously, it does, get better with time and upgrades. So for example, when he's rank 2, he gains 3 ore every 15 seconds. So that's actually a significant increase. Shield bearer is a defensive unit, soldier ranged unit, archer ranged unit, obviously, but they all have different things that they do. And that's the reason why I feel like this is very much heavily leaning into RPG-ish territory as well. Despite the core gameplay loop being primarily a survivor-based game, it does have a lot of RPG in it, and I actually really like that. Anyway, there's also forging. So in other words, you can smith your very own gear. So I'm just gonna, forge a little bit of that. As you can no doubt tell on the game screen, basically on the play area that you have when you're running around this dungeon here, there are little ore veins that you can mine. And you can see here that I've obviously just gotten some torn leather braces, patched leather armor, and so on and so forth. But here's the thing. What's really cool about this is that if you get two pieces that are compatible, you can synthesize those together as well. So you can combine those together to create higher quality items, and later down the line, when you actually have a much more advanced character, much more resources, many more resources to actually use, you're then going to be able to create, things like epic quality gear and rare quality gear, and it's going to be incredible. They're going to look so good. They're going to look really, really good. Anyway, let's just go here. I'm going to be getting another soldier, I suppose. Let's upgrade that. Then we're going to combine those. And the monkey actually does become something. So I'm gonna buy a monkey there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the monkey itself, but it does become something, as you can see. The monk is pretty cool, as you can see right there. But I'm not sure if I really want to use the monk because it's a magic-based character. I mean, technically, it's not really magic-based because it actually does true damage, and true damage is completely different from melee or physical. No, physical or magic-based damage. True damage does exactly the amount of damage that it's going to deal and is not reduced by armor or anything like that. Now, you may be wondering, okay, well, there's only this one room, right? No. There are multiple rooms, and you can choose which room that you want to go into. It is very much a roguelike in that sense, where you're going to be exploring. You're going to be going places, and it's all random, so we have no idea where we're going to go, and we have no idea what we're going to find in that particular room. There are 2 bosses to fight on this level as well, by the way, so just bear that in mind. Okay, let's get the archer, and is there anything else that I can get? Yes, infantry. There we go. And we probably want to get the revolver gunner. The revolver gunner is actually a pretty cool unit to go for, mostly because it actually does become something really amazing. The sharpshooter has like a Gatling machine gun, which is actually insane. So maybe that's going to be something that we can actually use relatively well. Anyway, so basically this area right here, as you can see, I'm actually going to be unlocking this gate in just a moment. Boom, let's unlock it, and then you're going to get a small blessing. Now bear in mind, this blessing also scales with the level of cost that you are going to spend, basically. So I am going to be going for plus 4% ore drop here, mostly because I just want more ore to be able to create much better items faster. That's also the reason why I'm also going to be trying to fish for as many blacksmiths as I can, because I want blacksmith units as fast as possible, because the ore that you get from them, that's my strategy at least. That's my new strategy that I've kind of come up with here, because I didn't really have a very good time beforehand. Let's synthesize the... oh yeah, we can't do that. I need 6. Oh well, never mind, that's fine. Yeah, as you can see there, I need 6 to be able to make that. But yeah, my new strategy is to basically go for a really high equip build. So last time, what I tried to do was I try to go for high money. So I try to get a lot of money and unlock as many gates as possible. Because if you unlock the gates, yeah, you guessed it, you're going to be getting a significant amount of upgrades through that. But they are very expensive, as you might think. They are very expensive. I'm actually going to get rid of this, and we're going to forge another piece. There we go. Physical crit damage sounds good. Yeah, all of this stuff sounds really, really good. We're going for physical damage, by the way, not magic damage. There are bunches of different unit types, as I've already shown you, kind of. I mean, you haven't even seen all the unit types, actually, but there are so many unit types, and basically, you just need to decide, in my opinion at least, early on, what you really want to go for, because there's a number of different ones that are going to be extremely important. So we're going to synthesize this, and this guy is then going to be joining us, Rocket Soldier. And I have no idea what he can become later on down the line, so we are otherwise just probably gonna go... I don't even know what to go for, to be honest. I think probably the Samurai is probably good, because we've already got one of those. Because I've only done 2 runs of this game so far, and in my second run, I almost completed the entire level. I was actually pretty lucky with that. I'm going to try to kill this ore vein here because it's going to get me a huge amount of upgrade potential. Bear in mind, however, the the anvils that we are going to go to, the anvil that we have in the south at the moment, to the south of our position at the moment, that is actually a common quality anvil. So we're not actually going to be getting a significant amount from that, which is somewhat unfortunate. This is synthesizable, by the way. So basically what we could do is we can synthesize the Greatsword Guard, but I actually don't want this, even though it is going to get me +3 physical attack every 18 seconds. Okay, it is actually really, really good to do this, but I'm not going to do it because I personally want to get 3 ore every 16 seconds. I want that rather than the other thing, you see. So I'm prioritizing the potential for ore upgrades rather than anything else. Let's go for this. Can I actually lock this guy somehow? Because I don't really want to synthesize it. That's the whole point. I don't really want to synthesize it. So I guess we're just going to have to leave it and just see what happens. The sharpshooter, I think we just need 2 of these, don't we? Yeah, I think we just need 2 of these. So if I can get more revolvers, then that's obviously going to be great. I could go for more skeletons. Skeletons are actually pretty good too, so I wouldn't mind getting that. So let's get a skeleton. And we've got the shield bearer already. I actually really like the shield bearer because it does provide us with a little bit of a buffer. It does give us some defensive absorb shield, which is obviously really good. Anyway, I'm just going to be synthesizing a huge amount of stuff, and then you can automatically one-click synthesis every single thing that you have available here, and then you can see exactly what's happening. So we're just going to get rid of some of this stuff. Pickup range, physical crit rate 1%. Don't really care about that too much. Physical crit rate 3%. That's pretty good. 34 movement. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's get the pickup range, attack speed. Let's get rid of that, and then we'll just do this, and then we can actually get this, which is actually terrible because that's a magic item. And then we'll just equip those 2 things, and that's fine. Let's get some more stuff. There we are. And now we have magic crit rate, which I don't want. HP, there we go, perfect, look at that. HP regen per second and +1 ore increase. That's really, really good for our current situation. So I'm happy with that. Okay, great. Now we can continue, and hopefully we'll actually do pretty well here. Maybe I'll even succeed, because let me tell you, the final boss is a doozy. The final boss is a doozy. My main character that was dealing damage was doing like 5,000 damage per second. And yeah, it was one of those Gatling gunners. I was actually kind of hoping I'd get something similar this time around, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to go for? Well, I'm going to re-roll for a real quick second, just so I can get the skeleton. There we go. Okay, so these are now synthesizable, so I can actually get a skeleton archer. Yeah, so the reason why the skeleton archer is really good is because when hitting enemies, if they die within 2 seconds, summons a skeleton with 226 attack power, lasts 6 seconds with a maximum of 5 skeletons. This is actually really, really powerful, so I'm going to be doing that. And we need archers and skeletons to be able to make this. Maybe what I want to do is I want to track this. So I think I will actually indeed track this particular unit, because maybe we'll go for like a summoner build. Let's go for a summoner build that is going to create a huge amount of skeletons that will help us out. Let's try and see whether that actually makes a difference. Maybe it's going to be really, really good. Maybe it's going to be super powerful for us. And if not, well, then, you know, well, that's just how it goes, isn't it? Anyway, let's get a couple more things here. We've got some more movement speed, more attack speed. Physical crit damage can go away. Physical crit damage is okay, of course, but I am not really relying on critically hitting at the moment. My critical hit rate right now is, well, it doesn't actually tell me. Actually, my secondaries are over here. Physical crit rate is 8%, and you can get it up to 100% if you so desire, but I'm going to assume that I'm not going to be able to do that very soon. So I'm just going to get rid of all that stuff, so I don't really need it. By the way, you can't go into any of these menus unless you are interacting with that particular item. As far as I'm aware, at least. Maybe you know, that's going to be changed at some point in the future, but I actually think that's a pretty cool thing, because I personally like the strategic addition of that. It's kind of like adding a bit more weight onto your decisions when you're in those menus. Because if I press escape right now, this is the menu that I get to. There isn't anything else actually happening here. So you can see here the DPS, You can see how much damage every single one of your units is doing. You can see your objectives or your stats and all that wonderful stuff. And actually, considering that we have already done that kind of stuff, right? Considering we've already done everything that I wanted to do with showing you how the stands actually are. In other words, you know, how all these guys actually are standing right here next to me. What I'm actually going to do, physical crit damage 20%. I'm going to just leave that for the moment. I'm actually going to just keep basically everything with the exception of stuff that, ooh, this is actually really good, with the exception of stuff that I think might be really, really useful for us. So, like, for example, this, plus 20 physical attack, plus 15% skill cooldown. That's actually really nice. Let's go for this as well. I don't really want that. But yeah, as we've done that, as I've shown you exactly what the stand visibility does, I'm actually going to be putting this down to 10%. It was on 30% before, but I think 10% is definitely going to help me out more. So as you can see now, I can see my center character so much easier. And that is going to provide me with so much more control over whether I actually get hit or not. And that's the main problem, obviously, because we really do not want to get hit, do we? No, we don't want to get hit ever. But that's something to just consider. Okay, so I'm actually going to have some problems here. Okay, another blacksmith. Yeah, I'll definitely go for that. Thank you very much. And we're going to need to get more skeletons. Yeah, we're getting a little bit unlucky with the rerolls right now. We need more souls too. There's a magnet that's going to draw all of the experience towards me. Bear in mind that, as far as I'm aware, whenever you level up, I do think that your stats increase. I don't know for sure whether that is indeed the case. I'm going to assume it is, but we're not actually gaining anything whenever we level up that I need to actively look at. We are gaining things. It's just nothing that's actually you know, important for me to peruse at this moment in time. So I actually quite like that. I like that difference. Let's go in here. I'm going to be getting another, yeah, 4% ore drop. I think that's probably going to be pretty nice. And any more ore that I can get, just give me that, you know, just give me all the ore in the world, because I need as much of that as possible. Aha, here we go. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. There's another blacksmith. That's perfect. And then we can upgrade this one. There we go. And then I can do a little bit of something here. What else can we get? The mage apprentice goes into this. The mage apprentice actually becomes a number of different things, but do I want to go for it? That's the question. Not really. Let's go for another skeleton. Can I get another one? Can I get lucky, please? Can I please get lucky? I mean, a revolver might be okay. There's the other skeleton. Okay, unfortunate that we don't have enough souls to be able to get it, but hopefully we will next time something spawns. But yeah, as you can no doubt tell, there are quite a few skill shots and various other things that you may indeed have to avoid in the game, and that's the reason why I say that in general it's a really important thing to kind of reduce the visibility of your additional people, maybe even reducing it to 0%. Because, you know, frankly, you don't need to see all of that stuff, right? You don't need to see all of it. So, you know, it's actually more beneficial, in my opinion at least, to just, you know, go with it the way that I've done it right now, where we basically just have, you know, nothing being shown, you know, basically almost, and it may be better to just completely eliminate them for, you know, once and for all, pretty much. I don't really know. It's more of a personal preference thing, because maybe if you're better at this than I am, which is very likely, then you may have a better time actually seeing all of your people. But I don't know. I would, you know, be a bit cautious on that. I'd be a bit cautious on it, because it is quite difficult to get that working. Because you could see here exactly why. You know, you see all of these red lines coming towards you. You see all the projectiles coming towards you. It's actually kind of intense. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so we got some more monkeys here. I guess I could get more monkeys if I wanted to. Let's get some other stuff, just so that I have the ability to potentially synthesize additional things. Oh, another blacksmith. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to do that. What does the blacksmith actually become otherwise? I don't know. That's the funny thing. I don't know. I guess I'll buy it. Let's see what else we can get here. I want another skeleton, if at all possible. Can I please get another skeleton? I mean, the revolver gunners might be actually pretty cool. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. And then we can actually create another one of these. Another one of these Gatling gunners, which would be pretty nice. Because I was using one of those beforehand, as I say. I don't have enough souls to be able to do it yet. Now we are in here, so let's just do this. One-click synthesis. So as you can see, we've got magic power now, which is not very good. But this ring is really nice, as you see there. Gonna just do that. There we are. More magic power. Don't need magic power, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes it obviously doesn't do what you want it to do, but that's just the random nature of things. Ooh, now that's nice. Look at that. That's really, really good. Okay, so we'll go and exchange that. There we are. And then we'll just continue onward, you know? We'll just continue onward. Obviously, getting gold is also a viable strategy. Because as I say, I did get very, very far with that strategy beforehand. And here's the Slime King. So this is our first boss. And it's, I guess you could kind of consider it a boss, right? Yeah, I guess you could kind of consider it a boss. It is actually a boss. But this is going to be kind of harsh. It's going to be kind of harsh. Okay, let's see. I'm going to synthesize this guy. Here we go. And he's going to do massive damage. He is really going to do huge amounts of damage. So I'm really, really pleased that we were able to get him. Let's get the skeleton. We can then synthesize that once we have another couple of souls. Let's get another blacksmith here as well. And then I will just try to avoid getting absolutely massacred. And bear in mind, my Gatling gunner is going to be doing so much damage. I had a rank 3 Gatling gunner, I think, before. And this, I basically killed the Slime King in under 30 seconds, pretty much. I think it was really, really fast. Unfortunately for me, I don't currently have that unit this time, so it is going to take quite a bit longer, which is real bad. But yeah, you could see exactly the reason why I would suggest changing it so that you don't necessarily have all those people standing around you, because it is very distracting and it's going to be very difficult for you to see. So as you can see, I'm actually getting hit by all of these, which is obviously wonderful. That's exactly what you want to do. You always want to get hit by every single thing, don't you? Yeah, anyway. There's another blacksmith. I guess I will do that, but let's just do the synthesis first. There we go. And now we can combine these two guys. And then let's get the other blacksmith here. And that's all I can do. Alright, that's fine. Let's level up a little bit more. I should probably go down here, all things considered, shouldn't I? Oh no, don't get hit now, you absolute imbecile. I might actually literally just die. Not on purpose, of course, but I literally might just die. Because of a lack of preparation on my part, because I should have gone for the Gatling gunner once again, and I should have just done something a bit more, shall we say, a bit more useful, you know? Because I went for like crowd control and crowd clear instead of anything else, and that didn't really help us out too much. Oh, Vampiric Aura. Gonna go for that, thank you very much. That's really gonna help me. So I'm gonna steal HP now whenever I deal damage, and that's gonna be extremely powerful for us, as you might expect. As you can see from my HP already, it has just spiraled upwards. So that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, wait, let's be a bit careful. Don't get hit by these. I did get hit some of them some of the time. It was great, isn't it? Okay, yeah, let's just be a bit careful here. I want to get round to the anvil. There we are. Okay, let's forge everything we can. Boom, there we go. So now we got some crazy cool things. Health steal. Yes, give me the health steal. Thank you. Physical attack, physical preparation. Penetration. And then we have pickup range. Look at that. And then we have HP regen. I mean, obviously, HP regen is basically saving me right now, so I need to be a little bit careful on that. Max HP. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that right now, so I'm going to have to leave it the way it is. Let's get rid of this. Forge this. Get rid of that. And that. Yeah, none of these are going to be that useful, unfortunately. Let's forge another one. Pickup range. No, not really useful. Let's get rid of this. No, no. Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably just have to keep this as it is, and then we'll just see what happens. And I'm kind of hoping that my new health steal is going to make a big difference. But as you can see, I am taking massive damage. Okay, thankfully we got a new soul soul source here, which is pretty good. Let's see what else I can get. Okay, let's get here. I need more blacksmiths. There's another one. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I literally cannot go any further. So rank 3 is the most you can get. Okay, so let me actually just see for a real quick second, because this is every 12 seconds. Who is kind of not doing enough? Let's just swap out the infantry, I suppose. And let's get another revolver. And let's get, there we go, another revolver. Now we can actually synthesize another one of the Gatling gunners, which is great, because that's going to increase his damage dramatically. So hopefully that's going to work out really, really nicely for us. We can only hope, at least. I would like to find, oh, look at all my skeletons, by the way. My skeletons are actually doing a pretty good job. I have no idea, by the way, what happens when the timer at the top reaches 0. Because I have actually always either died to the Slime King, or, in my first run, or I have killed him, which was in my second run. So this is going to be really interesting, because I have no clue what is going to transpire here. So let's be a little bit, maybe he's just going to, he might actually just leave. That literally might be what happens. He might just go away, which would be kind of funny. Okay, so let's synthesize him. There we go. And then we can combine these two. And now he's going to be dealing 850 damage, if you can believe it. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, so the shield bearer, we probably want to get an upgrade for him, to be honest. So there we go. There's a shield bearer. We can actually get him upgraded. And I think I will probably do that. We can make a knight. There we go. And he's going to be doing something now, hopefully. And we've got this guy. Who's this guy? A spearman. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I currently have enough souls for it, but let's do that in just a moment, when we do have enough souls. There are two anvils next to... you die instantly. Okay. You die instantly as soon as the timer runs out. Okay, so that just goes to show you need to be killing this guy. You need to be killing this guy. I would highly recommend, actually. Obviously, I don't know whether the developers are going to watch this or whatever, but from my perspective, I think what would be a much cooler way to do it is if the Slime King just leaves and you're allowed to continue your run. Because I think a sudden death kind of insta-failure state here is not that cool, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Maybe it's all right because it's kind of incentivizing you to actually kill him. But as I say, I just didn't have the people, right? I didn't have what was actually necessary to do it. So I guess that is kind of fine, I guess that is actually kind of fine. And look at this. Aha! Look at that. I have now gained level 2 with our muscle man here. So now he has health growth, which is going to allow him to increase his max HP every level by 10, which is actually fantastic. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete challenge 2, to be honest. Should I try it? You know what? I'm just going to try it just for the sake of showing you. But because I wasn't really able to get very far in the previous level, I think I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I think I'm probably gonna fail this one too, actually, all things considered, which makes me a bit sad, to be honest, because I was really thinking to myself, yeah, in my second run, I did absolutely amazingly, so I'm gonna do the same here, right? Right? No, actually no. I didn't do very well, unfortunately. Yeah, so apparently my equipment upgrade strategy didn't actually pan out, so going for blacksmiths and stuff like that, not a good idea. Or at the very least, maybe going for one blacksmith is okay, but going for anything more than that, and that's probably a mistake. So I should really change tact a little bit. So what we're going to do is instead, I'm just literally going to upgrade things that I think are going to be insanely powerful. So let's get the shield bearers. We can synthesize these guys into each other now. That's absolutely fantastic. We already got a knight. So this knight is actually going to give me +6 max HP every 18 seconds. And a spearman is also going to be absolutely fantastic. So if we can get electric elementals, this is also going to be really, really powerful for us. So I'm going to try to basically just go for this. I am only going to get these units. I think. That seems to be maybe the only good thing to do, maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest. But, you know, as I say, I don't have a lot of experience in this game. I just have played a little bit, and I kind of thought I may try something experimental with that wonderful forging idea. I thought, oh yeah, maybe if I can gain a huge amount of ore, maybe that's going to make a difference. But yeah, apparently that didn't really work out too well. Okay, so we have 8. Let's just refresh this real fast. I'm going to need... Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not really helpful, is it? Yeah, beauties are actually really good, by the way, if you're playing like a magic build or you just generally want to do that. As you can see, what it does is she charms one nearby weak enemy, turning them into an opponent for the enemy, and they are actually going to be attacking them. So it's actually kind of good. The office worker might be pretty good. Should I just go for the office worker? Should I go for office workers here, or should I just stick with? No, you know what? I'm just going to stick with what I've got going on here. Let's turn this on. There we go. I'm just going to stick with my game plan, okay? We're not going to change it halfway through. We're not going to be, you know, dilly-dallying around here. We're just going to make a choice, because this is indeed Challenge 2, and we need to be a bit more, you know, a bit more steadfast in what we're trying to do here. It is going to be a little bit difficult, though, unfortunately for me, because... I don't think I'm actually going to have the ability to gain huge amounts of money in this one for some reason. I'm not too sure why. We have 4. That's not particularly good. Okay, let's see. What else can I get here? Soldier. What can the archer become? Skeleton archer. Soldier can do the bazooka guy. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll get the soldier, I guess. Yeah, so these guys are actually shooting me. Are they actually? No, they're not homing or anything like that. I thought those things were homing for a second. That would have been harsh. Okay, so yeah, we are otherwise going to be going for defensive upgrades as well. So I'm going to unlock this, and instead of going for 25 ore or pickup range... Oh, actually, never mind. This is magic power. I'm going to go for pickup range. Pickup range is the way to go in this case. And yeah, as soon as I see that soul spawn, I am literally going to be getting it. There we go. Let's go over there. Pick it up instantaneously. Thank you. Let's get the shield bearer. Upgrade that. And we got another soldier here, so we might as well get a rank 2 of that. And then, yeah, we can actually lock things here as well, by the way. So if you refresh and you see something, you can actually lock things on the side, which is actually kind of cool. And I didn't realize that up until now, so that's great. Good. It's going to be very, very useful for us, at the very least. And this is actually very, very useful in gaining us gold and gaining us ore as well. Because I think the spearmen actually reduce the amount of ore that we get. Is that true? Maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure about that. Anyway, let's just forge some more stuff. I'm basically not really caring about what we're putting on right now because there is no point. There's no point in looking at that just yet. Let's open this. Okay, we got another infantry. We can synthesize this. There we go. We got another one of these guys. And then we can upgrade these. And then the spearman needs 2 electric elementals. So I should probably find those guys, shouldn't I? So for some reason when... there we go. There's the electric elemental. Hopefully I can lock it. I'm not sure if that's actually going to lock it for future interactions with the soul altar thing, but hopefully it will. And yeah, as you can see, we are actually doing pretty massive damage here, and we're gaining 10 max HP every single time this thing goes off, which is actually really, really good. We're leveling up really nicely too, because obviously we're killing so many enemies. But one thing we are going to need to focus on is actually getting a little bit more gold. I think the gold is going to be extremely important for us. Okay, there's the electric elemental. Fantastic. Can I get a couple more, please? Okay. Shield. I'm going to go for another shield bearer for sure. More infantry. And that did not save my my thing, by the way, as you no doubt saw. It did not save my selection from a previous round. So that is only for when you're re-rolling in the moment and you want to just save those choices. So that's good to know, isn't it? Yeah, that is good to know. All right, come on now. I just need 400 gold and then we can go to the next area. I kind of need to rush a little bit here because we are gonna be in a problematic situation relatively soon. Okay, I need more infantry and or electric elemental. Another shield bearer. No, I don't really need that right now. I need infantry, not shield bearer, infantry, electric elemental. I'm getting super unlucky with my rerolls right here. There we go. I don't have enough. Are you serious? Ah, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. The re-rolling was super unlucky for me right there. Oh well, never mind. Okay. We're fine. We've just gotta... We just gotta do our best. We're just gonna be fine here. We're gonna be absolutely fine. Okay, there we go. We're doing some nice damage. Whoa, that is insane damage. Is that the shield bearer actually doing that? Or who is actually doing that with that massive AoE that actually comes up? That's pretty crazy. And we're just going to go in over here. There we go. Okay, so we got some more infantry, which is actually pretty cool. So we can make another one of these, which is great. And then we'll reroll once, and that's all I can actually do. Yep, that's it. No point in rerolling anymore. And that's something that I've actually learned now as well. Basically, as soon as you get to 3 and there's nothing else on the board, there's no point re-rolling otherwise because the locking system does not save, you know, to the next part. So that's something to bear in mind. Anyway, let's just do this. There we are. Wonderful. And let's just kill this if we can. Yeah, we're gaining so much maximum HP, by the way, because one of the objectives is, of course, to increase our maximum HP to, is it 1500? I think it's 1500 or something like that, which is pretty incredible. So we do need to go, you know, we need to go pretty hard on that. So me actually taking this build is pretty useful, surprisingly enough. Okay, so we can actually synthesize this into something that we have no idea about. Let's synthesize it into whatever this is. Electro Soldier. Okay, that is the soldier and the electric elemental together. Okay, right. That's is that actually useful? Is that actually useful? I don't know. The knight can become something else as well. Let's buy some souls, because maybe the soul thing is actually going to do something. I actually have no idea, of course, but we need to discover these combinations as we play. So the only way to do that is obviously by discovering and running around and doing those things. But yeah, maybe it's a mistake to try to discover that on Challenge 2. But who knows. Anyway, let's just do this. 20 physical attack. Let's do that. There we are. Absolutely fantastic. And now I do actually have enough gold to go to the next room. So we should probably do that almost instantaneously. Let's go over there. And let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's go in here. 400 gold or 45% of pickup range. Yep. Gonna go for 45% of pickup range every day of the week. Thank you very much. I'm always one of those people that really loves doing that. So yeah, we'll go for the soul. Let's upgrade that. I'm thinking right now, what do we want to go for? Because I could go for more shield bearers and infantry and then just get more knights. And then we could try to get whatever this is. I guess we could do that. Because as you can see, we have the ability to do so. There's another electric elemental, which actually would have been pretty useful because we would have been able to maybe do something with that, maybe create another spearman or something, but obviously the spearman does not have the ability to give us additional max HP, as far as I can tell. So that is counterintuitive to our current optional objective, or one of the main objectives, I suppose you could kind of call it. Anyway, once we get 900 gold, we are going to be able to open up some more of these things, which will be pretty useful. I'm not entirely sure if I agree about the electric soldier thing. I think the electric soldier, I'm not sure how much damage he's actually doing. Let's have a look. No, he's actually doing 784 DPS, which is pretty nice. The spearman, or should we say the rank 2 knight, is actually doing more than pretty much anyone else, but that is obviously to be expected because the rank 2 knight is obviously the highest level thing that we have. So that's obviously pretty much obvious that that's gonna be a thing. Obvious is obvious, right? Anyway, let's go for this, and then we can synthesize another one of these. There we are, we got another one. Then we can do this, and then we could technically get these combined into one if we wanted to do that. What do you think? Let's do it. Oh, you can't? Ah, you can't. Okay, there is no possibility to get them into rank 3. Okay, that's interesting. That is actually very, very interesting. I thought you'd be able to do it. Okay, so we can't. So, in other words, they are now maxed out, and that is the highest that they can get to at the moment. Alright, so that means that we're going to have to change tact a little bit. We're going to have to get those electric elementals so we can create those spearmen, because I think the spearmen are probably going to be super, super powerful for us. So let's get those electric elementals as soon as possible. And yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. I mean, at the moment, I feel like things are not going too badly, but I am... I don't know, I'm thinking probably pretty positively at the moment, which is probably not really good because the Slime King is just about to arrive. Which is a bit problematic in itself. Yes, yes. Okay, there we go. Let's just go with that. And there's the Slime King, as you can see. And now we've got 3 minutes to kill him. So I am going to try my best. Let's go in here, try to get electric elementals. Where are you? Okay, there we go, there's one. Yep. There's another one. There we go, we can... Oh, are you serious? Are you serious that we can't actually do that? We need 3 and I only have 2. Oh no, that is pretty bad. Okay. Well, never mind, never mind. We still have the time, okay? We still have time to be able to do what we need to do. We have a lot of HP right now. We have basically over double the amount of HP that we had beforehand when we were doing our previous run. And bear in mind, this is more difficult. This is a more difficult level. So we may, in fact, make it. We might. It is a possibility. Yes, it is a possibility. But, one that I am not entirely convinced by at the moment. I think I might, in fact, just die. Because as you can quite clearly tell, things are not working out too well for us here. Okay, so let's just do this. Magic power is absolutely useless for us, as far as I can tell. There we go. We can synthesize these. Look at this. Look at this. We're actually gaining some really, really good things here. Let's just synthesize another thing. There we go. Okay, I need souls. Where's the soul altar? There it is. Okay, it's finally spawned. Okay, thank you. Let's go over there. Nice. Okay, electric elemental immediately, and we also get the ability to synthesize this, so we finally have a spearman. And now let's get another one of these, and let's try to find another electric elemental. There we go, and now we can get another one of these once again. And then we can combine these two, and that is going to create an even more powerful beast, hopefully. And to get this thing, you need to clear Eternal Dungeon Challenge 2, which is indeed what we're on at the moment. So hopefully we're going to be able to do that. Now what we need to do is we need to figure out what we're going to do with the Electro Soldier. I could try to get more of these, or we could try to upgrade the soul into something. I have no idea what this actually upgrades into, so this is going to be a big problem in actual fact. Yeah, this, I guess. We're going to get this, and then we'll probably try to get another soldier if we can. Samurai are actually really, really good too. I guess we'll go for the samurai as well, and we'll just kind of combine these two. Is there something that I can do here with this? No, not right now. Okay. Yep, there's another electric elemental. Yeah, no, we're fine here. Let's see, what else do we have? I need the soldier. There we go, there's the soldier. Fantastic. And then we need electric elementals. And now look at what we've got here. Look at this. Look at this. There's 2 of them and I cannot get them. Ah, that's great, isn't it? Okay. Well, whatever the case, I guess what I can try to do now is try to focus on the Slime King a little bit more. As you can see, he does absolutely massive damage to me. And I'm going to have a very hard time of regenerating this HP. So it may in fact just be game over just straight away from this, because his abilities do so much damage, unfortunately, because they are much more powerful on this level as well. He does about 30 more damage every single time he hits with this. And I'm not very good at dodging them, so that's obviously a big problem, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I think we're done, actually. I think we are actually really done, and I don't think I can really do anything else because I can't kill this guy in the time left. 1 minute 20, I don't think I can kill this guy. So, unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yes. Very unfortunate for me. Let's upgrade these guys. There we go. He's a little bit more powerful now. Unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to do anything else, I don't think. And we're basically done. Technically, what I would have said is if I could live and just kind of, live past the timer, then I might try to survive against the Slime King. But you do actually need to actually defeat him, which we've obviously found out already. So it's absolutely probably impossible for me at this point, which is sad because I would love to be able to continue here, but I think that's probably not going to work. Oh, massive. Whoa, okay, that's an increase of insane proportions right there. Very nice. Good amounts of attack speed. Okay, I'm just going to dodge all this. Dodging, obviously, is the name of the game for the most part. And if I can just, I don't even know what I can just, because there isn't actually much more that I can do here. I think I'm probably done. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to find another, another combination or something like that, but we're getting really unlucky with this. To be honest, I feel like, I don't know. What do I feel like? I'm not sure. Let's upgrade this. There we go. The archer is not very good, as you can see, by itself. It needs to upgrade. These are all official unlocks. This skeleton is the only thing that can actually be upgraded with this. So that's unfortunate in itself. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have been purchasing those archers. Oh well, never mind. I should have looked at it closer. Okay, here we go. Let's try and finish it off then, shall we? Okay. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. No, I don't think I can kill this in 20 seconds. As you can quite clearly see. Nope. And then it does it in the... it does it literally point blank. Oh well, super unfortunate right there. But you can see exactly what the game is. And I've shown you a pretty decent look at the at the overall gameplay loop, and I personally find these games really fun, and I'd love to see what I'm actually able to do in the future here with this, because here's the thing, funnily enough, I could actually remove this stuff now, because movement speed, maybe not that useful, maybe not that useful. So what I could do is I could just remove these things. Now we have 8 available, so should I try to get something else? Let's try to get okay, so you need defense level 5, and as you can see right here, defense level 3. So I could technically then just do this, and then I could actually get pickup range when I have 3. And that is what I have now. So then I have 40% increased pickup range, which is obviously what I absolutely love. That's one of my favorite things. So this has been I Am Legion Stand Survivors, and if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.